Alright. So, what's it? I looked up how long I looked up a long play of Halo, and, that was just like 3 hours long, which means I am fucking massively behind schedule, okay, apparently. But, the point being, point being that, if, uh, because what's it? When they got to this part of the game, they had like an hour and a half left until they got to the end. So, uh, if I don't beat this game in the next hour and a half or so, I'll give it 2 hours just to be safe. Then just not playing the rest of it on stream. I might not even play the rest of it by myself. For being completely honest. Fuck off. What makes this whole situation even more annoying is that, like, again, at least with Sonic 06, that game was horrible, but it gave me something to, like, well, assuming it wasn't, like, during the parts of the game that weren't, like, legitimately emotionally exhausting. Um, Even, like, the bad parts of that game give me something to, like, talk about, at least something to yell at. But this, this is nothing. Halo fans, gotta say, this is just a pretty boring game. And I'm a Halo fan. At least I thought I was. I only done played like two of the games. Three. Though I'm sure some people would present distaste at saying Halo is one of Halo's a Halo or Halo Infinite is a Halo game. Oh Jesus. But yeah, then playing through one has been mostly uneventful. When it's not boring hallways, it's boring enemy comps. When it's not boring enemy comps, it's boring map design. By which I mean the big open spaces with nothing in them. Because for some reason, people thought that was acceptable. So maybe it's the good old fashioned. It was never acceptable. We just accepted it because this was the '90s and we thought bad games were good. I was about to say, there's no fucking way you hit me through the floor. That'd be some shit. I should probably get down there because I doubt this door will open, but I'm pretty sure it's happened before in this game, so I'd really not like to be the asshole who came down here to fight the guys, only to find out, yeah, no, you're actually supposed to stay up there the whole time. Okay. Yeah, you know what else is top in this fucking section? The fact there's no music. Like, I didn't turn the music off, did I? That's menu music. Game music. Yeah, no. This whole section is just quiet as the grave, I guess. Which does not aid the repetitive level design. Take a shot for every time we've come through this square hallway fixture. That's a joke, don't do that, you will die. Because for every time we've gone forward and back through one of those hallway fixtures, I'm pretty sure it's either 4 or 10 times. It's 8. No, sorry, because I'm doubling it. It's either 8 or 10 times. Oh my god, music. It doesn't make the section any less repetitive, but it is helping with the boredom at least a little bit. And I do just a little bit wish the music was tonally appropriate. Because like this has a generally somber theme. I was hoping for something a little bit more from you're walking back through hallways of zombified people. Perhaps I need to consume more zombie media, but I feel like not all of them truly get into how, like, depressing a zombified world would be. for like a billion reasons. Because like they get into the general thing of like, that was my friend a day ago, and now I have to like shoot them in the head. But like they're effectively dead. So that's not the problem. That's not what I think the tragic part of a zombified world would be. Oh, okay. Specifically one with no cure, because what's it? There are a lot of. I'm not crazy, right? There is no other door in this room aside from the one I came in here through. I hate this level so much. it's it's not a level. This isn't game design. But yeah, so like you had to kill someone who you knew when they were alive. That's not even the tragic part. Again, it's oh yeah, so that's what I was saying about the cure. It's specifically the fact that there's no cure and that being a zombie is a fate worse than death. Because you're dead, but you also create more problems for people when after your death, as opposed to it being inconsequential for the most part. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pull up a Let's Play in the other corner, because I'm tired of looking through things in this game. Everything looks the same. I'm tired of it.
You're a hardworking adult ready for a comeback.
Like, when I started the stream, I started talking because I realized that I wasn't talking. I was like, damn, I should probably say something, huh? Because coming in, I knew I was coming back to fucking this bullshit. Where it's a walk through a billion of the same hallway, killing a billion of the same enemy. To the point where I'm wondering, what am I supposed to be doing here? What is the intended experience for whatever the fuck is going on here? Okay, so looks like there was a bridge in the before times that I was supposed to cross over. Might even be this one. Which, like, shame on me for not knowing ahead of time what the correct way would be, and that this is just a waste of my fucking time. Shame on me. Silly, foolish me for not having known that I was actually supposed to go up, not down. Because as any good game designer knows, you're actually supposed to punish players for going a separate direction when you don't point them where to go. If you put two doors next to each other, let's say choose a direction, and the player chooses a direction, they're not actually supposed to know ahead of time which one is the correct one. You're actually supposed to waste their time as much as possible. If it's a shooter, make them waste their ammo too. There's like zombies and stuff.
Thank God you're here. We've been lost out here for hours. After we lost contact with the rest of the mission, we headed to the RV point, and then these things at the sandbox. We gotta get out of here.
You better learn the name of these things right quick, because you'll be dealing with them for the next 3 games or 2 games.
Fog and foliage canopy, and I can move in and pick you up.
Being out in a jungle with music like this, makes me wish I was playing the better jungle game, that being Metal Gear Solid 3.
Don't bother getting up.
Then I wouldn't be wasting my time doing this bullshit.
They're not so tough. Let me get that. All right. What the?
I could be having fun doing some tactical espionage action,
That was me, my bad. Nice one.
but instead I'm here doing this. Yeah, assuming I'd want to replay Metal Gear Solid 3, which I don't particularly want to do right now, because I pretty much just played it. Once that Master Collection comes out, though, and that remake, Metal Gear Solid Delta, what's the deal? Will it be as good as the original? Better? Worse? One can only hope. Cause I said it before, but maybe not on stream, but part of what makes Metal Gear is Kojima being the weird fucking asshole that he is. But at the same time, a lot of what makes Metal Gear bad is what makes is because of Kojima being the weird idiot asshole that he is. Like, hey, remember fucking analog bumpers? And how that was a required part of using CQC?
Greetings. I am the monitor of Installation 04. I am 343 Guilty Spark.
Yeah, your name's Epsilon.
Has released the flood. My function is to prevent it from leaving the installation. But I
This is a pretty shitty AI. Where it's just like, hey, random person, could you help me do this thing? I feel like it really should have waited for a Covenant to do that, but, you know. Hey, I'm in the library. According to videos I've seen with timestamps, I only have this level, 4 levels left. Which, 4 is a lot. 4 is a lot for this game. 4 is more than I want to do. I'll tell you that much. But hey, if I can do those 4 in the next hour and a half, then we'll beat the game. What I'm definitely not excited for is this level in particular, because then that's interesting. Well, more interesting than just the guys themselves, but, you know, as interesting as the flood can be. Actually, wait, that guy has a shotgun. I want that. Where did all my health go? Someone had a shotgun. I want to know where it was. It all happened up here, so I have to assume it was up here somewhere. Hey. Where the fuck do you come from? I mean, thanks to the assault rifle ammo. But, yeah, so I'm not really excited for this level in particular, because, I went looking up things, because I wanted to know if other people felt that this game was as repetitive as I did. And when I looked up Halo CE levels repetitive, it wasn't the snow level that came up, or the level that I was just in, it was this level, the library. So, you know, needless to say, not really excited for whatever this level's gonna bring, if even people who like this game are like, oh yeah, this is a repetitive level. Wait, shotgun ammo, I need that. I heard him, so don't pretend like he doesn't exist. I know someone had a shotgun. Who? What? Where?
The energy field above us contains the index. Must get up there.
Of course. Should have known. Like, even when I fuck things up in this game, I don't come back. I don't go into it like, oh yeah, that was actually a pretty interesting like encounter. I see what I could have done better there. It's literally like, oh yeah, a bunch of guys showed up, so shoot more of the guys next time. Like, of course, my mistake. Again, for as much shit as I'll give Doom Eternal, I made a whole video about it, after all. Why? There's so many guys! Just stop! I would just not shoot the guys, but the last time I tried to just move past the guys without killing every single one, they fucking fucked me from behind, because they just kept spawning more guys. So I basically just gotta shoot a lot of guys, and then hope that whatever number I arbitrarily decide to stop at was correct. There you are. What's this?
I will go access the override to
Do I have to go with you or what? Okay. First of how many? Fucking hell with this game, dude.
such ineffective weapons to combat the flood, despite the containment protocols.
Damn, he's not a fucking covenant. Also, what's an effective weapon to deal with the flood? Because clearly these are working fine. I shoot the guys and then they fall over.
Escape the installation. They consume all. You can see how the body
Yeah, dude. Of course, I should have known. You know, obviously.
we must continue. This installation's research facilities are most impressive. Perhaps we'll have time to see them later.
Call me a fucking break already! Aye. Dude. They put a lot of guys in your face and they say, hey, kill all the guys. How many guys? I don't know, we'll just keep spawning them. An infinite amount? An infinite amount? Maybe. Who's to say? I know that there are a lot of fucking idiots out there who care about, like, immersion or whatever. But I feel like any game that knows is gonna have a lot of waves of enemies should be morally obligated to fucking inform the player of when those waves end. Because there are a lot of games out there that will infinitely spawn enemies. As if they don't know that players are going to be unaware of the fact that they might just... As if they don't know that there are going to be people who don't know that they're infinite. Same goes for, like, RPGs or whatever that have, supposed to lose fights.
This installation's research facility.
You got players out here fighting tooth and nail, and it turns out, no, they were supposed to lose. Either put a big fucking text box up that says that this is the case, or more strongly implies to the player through the story. You could say that the Flood do this by the description of them. He did not touch me. You could say the Flood do this by their by the description of them, being that they just sort of spread and spread. However, it's not like they are literally infinite. These Flood obtained their bodies from somewhere. They are not literally creating themselves out of thin air. So even contextually within the story, there would be a limited supply of them. So even within the story, there wouldn't be any sense for them to be infinite. Assuming they even are infinite and there aren't just a shit ton of them. At which point the criticism I would levy against this game would be why there are so fucking many of them.
I suggest you upgrade to at least a Class 12 combat skill. Your current model only stands as a Class 2, which is ill-suited for this kind of work.
Sounds like some cool lore or whatever. So which way we going? Or do I have to wait for all these guys to die first?
A plasma conduit breach in section 5524 has disrupted power flow to a room of maintenance assembly.
Oh, chat. Hey, Rian. Why don't you fight the guilty spark in this game? I don't know. I'd rather fight the game developers if we're being honest. The only Halo campaigns I finished were Reach 4 and 5. The only ones I finished were 3 and 4. Which, you know, are pretty much the only two Halo games I actually played. Because, like I said, I played the multiplayer for Infinite, but I didn't play the single player, because why the fuck would I? I'm playing no open world Halo. This sounds like a crock of shit.
The drone control subsystem. I must reset the backup unit. Please continue on. I will rejoin you when I have completed my task.
Okay. Hold your position until the monitor returns. Oh, joyous day! I get to fight infinite waves of these assholes. I actually can't think of a way for my day to be any better than it is right now. Hey, you. None of these guys had shotgun shells in them, so I'm running a little bit low on ammo, so that's fun. Yeah, I'm uncultured for not finishing 3s. I don't think Infinite's campaign is worth it because the multiplayer is free, and the only things you get with the full game is the mid-campaign with some unlockables you can use for a multiplayer guy. Yeah. From what I've seen of Halo Infinite's multiplayer, it's you take over a bunch of bases, and it's open world, which sounds like a crock of shit to me. It sounds not fun at all. Which, open world games in general I don't find fun. But Halo's in particular just sounds like Just Cause 3, but worse.
Speed is of the essence.
Because at least in Just Cause 3 you have like a billion options available to you. In terms of how to blow up the things to clear the bases. But Halo's kind of always been a shoot the guys type of game. So doing that but open world does not seem very appealing to anyone, especially not me. Rocket launcher sounds cool, but it has such limited ammo and can only clear like a couple, maybe 6 flood at once that there's no point, you know? It's not like they take cover. And it's like, oh yeah, with the Covenant you might want a rocket launcher because they can hit guys behind cover.
Please
But
wait here.
here, this is not the case. Cool. I don't think oh, yeah, I already read that. And now we're doing a please wait here section again. Are there supposed to be guys or what? Wait, no, it's throw grenade. The change grenade, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, am I going that way? Oh, I'm going down there. I see. Why on God's green earth would you be playing your radio this loud? That's picking up on OBS. Holy shit, though. give me a second, because I can't... Okay, no, it's definitely a car, I was about to say. Now they're gone. I was to say, if this person's just, like, parked up outside of my house, this is gonna be a problem. Can you get fully infected by the flood in this game if you don't die or don't fight back? Or is it only for the AIs, like the Marines and the enemies? It's obviously only for the NPCs. What do you mean, like, can you get infected by the flood? If you die, you just die. And then the game puts you back at the checkpoint, so you can try again.
Your environment should serve you well when the flood begins to alter the atmosphere. You are a good planner.
And of course it did damage. Oh, of course. My mistake. I should have known. I mean, I thought when you die to a flood enemy, it'll show your lifeless husks of a body slowly being corrupted by the flood before it shoots you back to the checkpoint. No. There's very little time in between when you die and when you get sent back to a checkpoint in this game. Basically instant. Oh, I'm all the way back here? Fuck off. Like, what was I supposed to do about that? I never played a Halo game where it has flood enemies. I mean, does that happen in any game? It's like Left 4 Dead is like, oh yeah, you know, it's intricate and immersive zombie mechanics where if you die, you become a zombie. Like, no, I don't think it's a thing that happens. That's why in most games the zombies swing at you rather than bite you. And even if they do bite you, it doesn't actually do anything. At least not what it should. You know, in Doom Eternal, when you get surrounded by demons, it's mostly because in that game, they know you can deal with it. Between glory kills and just a lot of the movement options that you're afforded in Doom Eternal, they're pretty fine with just throwing shit at you, because they know that the player, you know, assuming they're good enough at the game, will just get around it. But Halo has, like, no movement options. There's walk and there's shoot, which is part of why I think this game is so fucking boring. But yeah, there's two movement options. There's walk and there's shoot. So whenever I get surprised from behind, or really just assaulted in any general sense in this game, I always wonder how much of it was really my fault. And how much of it was a try again, different asshole.
Your environment should serve you well when the flood begins to alter the atmosphere. You are a good planner.
Especially since fucking the flood in particular, I feel like are really mismatched for Halo's type of gameplay style. Because the entire thing in this game is that, you know, the health system is at least a little bit unique in that you don't just have health, you have your overshield. But when the Flood just fucking come up and melee you half the time, it's not like you can hide behind cover and, you know, wait for your shield to regenerate. You just get assaulted until you die. And so it's like, oh yeah, try again differently, asshole. Also, the whole Flood getting back up thing is annoying as hell. Not because they get back up, but because the context in which they get back up. Because sometimes, they just don't do it. If I knew, for a fact, that every time I killed a Flood, I was gonna have to, you know, keep track of it in my mind, so I could be ready for when it wakes back up, you know, that'd be one thing. But not every Flood does that. So, for the most part, not even most of them do that. So for the most part, it's me killing a guy, and then hoping they don't wake back up later. And if they do, oops. Which is not helped by the guys who spawn out of the literal rafters. To come out of nowhere and assault me. The Covenant parts are hard because they hide behind cover, and they're generally just pretty annoying. Which is whatever, that's what they do. But the Flood parts of this game are hard, because they spawn a shit ton of Flood out of nowhere, and so it's like, oh, okay, so next time, just wait a little bit more, I guess. See, because you obviously had no way of knowing that there was going to be this many Flood ahead of time. So next time, just know that there would be more Flood ahead of time. I don't feel like I'm getting any better or worse at this game. I just feel like it feels like I'm going through it. They stopped the Flood shaft at Reach. I think 343 teased the Flood coming back at the end of Halo 5. They did do that. Halo 5 has some advanced movement options, which kind of made the game more competitive and not like Halo. That's what I keep hearing. But, I've yet to hear any, like, good, substantial reasons as to why. People just keep saying, it's not Halo, which doesn't tell me anything. Like, oh, it's not like Halo. Okay, I guess. I'm sure there are a ton of people who played Mario 64 and was like, this isn't like Mario. So saying it isn't like a thing before doesn't really tell me anything. At least not anything useful. Doom Eternal isn't like Doom 2016. But I'm not gonna criticize Eternal for not being 2016. I'm just gonna use 2016 as a point of comparison. Before anyone fucking tries to get ahead of me and be like, well, you said in the Doom video that blah 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 blah. See, and the thing is, when I first started working on the Doom script, I originally started out the script being like Eternal isn't like 2016, therefore it's bad. But the more I ended up fleshing it out, the more it ended up being less and less of an actual criticism I had of the game. So, TLDR, thing isn't like thing before is not really a valid criticism. This doesn't really mean anything. Ammo, anyone got any ammo for me that I don't have before? No? Alright. It's mainly just the OG Halo fans wanting classic Halo back, I guess, since most Halo fans were mad when there was sprint ability and reach. Sucks to be them, I guess. Because I'm not even talking about competitive Halo when I say this game has no, like, movement options. I'm talking about single player. This game's fucking boring to walk through because all you do is walk. All I've been doing is walking and shooting through levels that look the exact same!
The installation is responsible for releasing the flood. They seem most persistent in their attempts to access restricted areas.
Multiplayer, I couldn't give a shit whether or not there's movement abilities, as long as you program the game around it. Which, as far as I'm aware, Halo does do. I don't even play that many competitive shooters, so... Or, not competitive, I don't even play that many multiplayer shooters, so... It's not like I have a perfect frame of reference for this anyway. But even if I did, my point would still stand. Hold your position till the monitor returns. Ooh, classic. I know this one, I know this one. I will say the one interesting thing the Flood have done so far is these exploder enemies, because I know to prioritize them over other enemies, which is the mark of you know, passable game design. I wish they didn't fucking come out of nowhere like they do most of the time, but praise where it's due. Like, I've literally come through this exact room, but the other way around before. This shit is so fucking boring. That's a lot of guys. Well, time to hide behind cover in this cover shooter. Oh no, I can't do that actually? How unfortunate. Why are you putting me all the way back here? I already got out of the fucking hallway! I hate this game. I hate this game. Oh my god. Like, this goes beyond sucking. There's really only two modes of this game. Unbearably boring. Or a time waster. Because here's the thing, when it comes to, like, restarting progress. I'm not inherently against restarting progress as a whole. I find it annoying, sure. But I don't have this complaint in every game I play that has a fail state. Obviously. The problem is that in something like Celeste, whenever I have to restart something, I'm not like, oh my god, I have to restart that because, you know, I'm so painfully bored of doing it. I'm like, oh shit, I have to restart that because it was hard, because I have to go through the challenge again, which is annoying. Which is annoying, but it's fulfilling in that I am surpassing a challenge. Whereas here, getting through the hold until the monitor comes back sections, they're not hard, fucking clearly. They're just so annoying, because you can't do the section any better or worse than the last time you... Because you can't do the section any better or worse than the last time you did it. You just do the section again because the amount of time it takes is fixed.
Naturally, the flood is simply too dangerous to release, and that's
took this time to save the checkpoint. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Thanks for the checkpoint.
Why, naturally, the flood is simply too dangerous to release, and mass sterilization.
Oh yeah, this section again. He's just gonna stay up there the whole time, you know. I get my shields back at least. Game is so boring, dude. Like, when people talk about Halo being a revolutionary shooter, what exactly are they talking about?
Their survival as a race was dependent
When I think of the good things that Halo has done, I think of the fact that the Covenant hide behind cover and, like, dodge attacks. I think of stuff like that. Because it's good stuff. But I'm not fighting the Covenant right now, am I? In fact, I haven't been fighting the Covenant for a while, actually. I said I need to recover health in my cover shooter. Alright, let me run away from it for a bit. Engaging, isn't it? Let me just wait for him to come back until I fucking Yeah, so wait for him to come back into the I hate this music again. What a novel concept. Doesn't fucking feel like it. Wish I could be a little shorter. Catch my drift. You know, I'll completely accept that one was my fault, because legitimately my eyes were glazing over. It's no stretch of the definition to say this game is losing me a bit. We've literally gotten on this elevator 2 different times before. What did I take damage from? There's no fucking way you hit me. This feels like killing the fucking Lost in XCOM. But at least in XCOM, whenever you headshot a Lost, since, you know, the game's turn-based and all, you just get a free turn back. And, you know, the criticism then becomes, why is a headshot RNG based? But, yeah. For the most part, it makes hordes of Lost easier to deal with. But the gameplay loop of kill a bunch of Lost, asshole, because they infinitely spawn, dickhead. Yeah. Not what I would really consider fun. This is like the first-person shooter equivalent of that. Then I guess I have to... Good? I guess wait for the fucking ba-ba-ba-ba. They didn't say it, but they meant it. Concerning the fact that I was, in fact, waiting for the monitor to open the door. Alright, douchebag. Gonna walk around you if you don't mind. I swear the rest of the game wasn't this repetitive. I'm not crazy, right? Back when we were on, like, fucking... the beach or whatever. No! I swear on me life the game was not this repetitive. Cause like this is all the same. It's all the same.
The flood are already hardcore preparing your vessel. Its parasitic nature belies the flood's intelligence.
Yeah, whatever, dude. What do you say, dude? That's a lot of guys. Alright then.
The flood are already hardcore
Don't any health packs anywhere.
belies the flood's intelligence.
It's not fun. Barely pissing by with 2 bars. Health packs, health packs. Can I be rewarded for exploration for once? That'd be nice. I thrown onto. Oh my god. Recover the index. What the fuck is the index? This piece of shit? You've given me no context for what the thing I'm looking for even is. There's a sign problem all over again. The flip a switch problem all over again. You haven't at all contextualized the actions you want me to take, but you still want me to take those actions regardless. Why would you even put this section over here if I can't. I just can't. I'm sure Halo 2 is better, and I know Halo 3 is better, but I'm not playing the other Halos on stream like I planned. I can't. This has mentally scarred me. This is not a thing I'm gonna do again. Because for all I know, I don't remember those things nearly as well as I thought I did. For all I know, Halo campaigns have been a crock of shit my entire life. Hell, I only played the Halo 3 campaign multiplayer. That might have made the experience for me. Oh. we even have to fight these assholes, or is it just a walk forward type of situation? Okay. Thanks. Thanks. Just thanks.
Surrounding the index will deactivate when you reach the ground floor. You may now retrieve the index.
Have they explained what the index even does yet? Because the answer's a big fat maybe. They might have, and I wasn't listening. Or maybe they just fucking didn't.
Of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The flood is spreading. We must hurry.
Hey, that's the library done. I only have 3 levels left to do. We've got an hour left before I say fuck it.
Which means that any organism with sufficient mass and cognitive capability is a potential vector. Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
Splendid, shall we? That's a good idea. Unfortunately, my usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end. Protocol does not allow units with my classification to perform a task as important as the reunification of the index with the core. That final step is reserved for you, Reclaimer.
Yeah, whatever you say, dude.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Oh, hey, Cortana.
Cortana.
I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing get set to slit our throats.
Hold on now. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Wow, Cortana acts very differently than I've seen her act in later games.
And destroy the flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable.
Sod off.
What in
That's why she's British.
I shall purge you at once.
You sure that's a good idea?
How dare you? Oh,
Do what? I have the index. You can just float and sputter.
Enough.
I thought the index was a physical thing. How does she have it? What?
Flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death.
How do you know this?
Exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life.
How do you know this?
Ask him.
Also, why would anyone build this to do that? It's like, oh yeah, we have to protect ourselves from the flood by killing ourselves.
has a maximum effective
Like, the flood can't get me if I'm dead.
light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the flood.
Then there's no one left in the universe. Why would you?
I mean,
Why wouldn't? Why would you even?
Doubt that little
Huh?
child, did he?
we have followed outbreak containment
Why would you even want to build a thing that does that?
each step of the way as we manage this crisis.
If someone is breaking into my house, my defense system isn't to shoot myself in the head.
Need to go right now.
Last time you asked me if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
That's not
So be it. Save its head. Dispose of the rest.
Look out!
Yeah, what? I have a plasma pistol. Where'd I get this shit from?
We can't let the Monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo. According
Trust me, I want nothing more.
to available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring, and will cut through a number of primary systems. We need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. A starship's fusion reactor is going critical to do the job. I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant BattleNet and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo.
I thought you meant the game. I want to destroy Halo. Rid the universe of its filth. Hey, this isn't the door we came in through. Oh wait, no, we teleported in here. What am I talking about? Oh hey, Covenant again. Who aren't infected. How'd they even get here? Are these guys still... Right, yeah, I forgot. They're still antagonists to me. At which point I would ask, wait, why are they fighting the Covenant then? Maybe I just haven't been keeping track of my Halo lore well enough. But... Are the... Did the Covenant not build the Halo? Or I thought the Forerunners were like the Covenant Elders or something. Which, if they aren't, then why are they on the Halo ring? Why is anyone on the Halo ring, really? Because we came here while we were fighting the Covenant. But why are we fighting the Covenant here, of all places? You know, the entire point of having separate factions in a game is that you can see the factions fight against each other who aren't just the player. If you're not gonna do that, kind of very little point. Especially when you're giving me a fucking plasma pistol to use. God, why would you not make bullets hit scan in this fucking game? If enemies can hide behind cover, you know how fucking annoying it is to have to lead every single one of my shots? Especially when the way they move is unpredictable, so you literally can't lead your shots half the time? I'm losing all my cover in this cover shooter. Why? Why two doors? They do the same thing. This whole area, this whole stretch of area is pointless. Why two doors?
I haven't located the crash site yet, but we need to buy some time, in case the Monitor or his Sentinels find a way to activate Halo's final weapon without the index.
Why would that?
The machinery
Why would that be a thing that would happen?
primary firing
You just established that they need the. we just spent all that time establishing they need the index for that. Why would you then go? I mean, just in case, they might have some way to activate it without the index. I mean, if that's the fucking case, then
Those primary firing mechanisms. They They consist of
Whatever.
three phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time. I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device.
But with all the time we're taking to go and, you know, ditch the generator and all that bullshit, couldn't the monitor just activate Halo? There's not fucking fault.
The machinery in these canyons are Halo.
I didn't even fall that far!
They consist of three phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They consist of three phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time.
But in the time we're taking to go and fucking fuck with the shit, couldn't he just activate Halo?
Neutralize the device.
Typically when people do things to buy themselves time, the thing that they're doing to buy themselves time doesn't take a lot of time. You can't say, buy ourselves some time with a time expensive activity.
Phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time. I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device.
I love how enemies have a dodge in this game, but the player doesn't. Isn't that so awesome?
The machinery in these canyons are Halo's
Dude, I'm
primary
good.
firing
Ugh.
mechanisms. They consist of three phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time. I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav.
My favorite type of game design is when you just throw so much fucking bullshit at the player.
They consist of three phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device.
Is that everyone? Is everyone fucking dead? Can I please move on to the next section without having to worry about getting shot in the ass? Am I good now? Alright, that's my bad. Am I good now? Can I move on to the next section without having to worry about getting shot in the ass? Am I good now? Am I okay now? May I move on? Am I good now? Thanks, Mom. Can I move on now? Am I good now? Can I move on now? Am I good now?
Wait, we should
Okay.
those banshees. We'll need it to reach the pulse generator in time.
This game sucks so much fucking dick, dude. Install ESP and aimbot for this campaign.
Wait, we should commandeer one of those banshees. We'll need it to reach the pulse generator in time.
I'm not good now, so I'll come back later then. My mistake. I thought this shotgun he'll show me so many shells. That's a good question.
We'll need it to reach the pulse generator in time. What's the fucking fiery on this thing? I keep trying to time, like, oh, I can go now. But half the time, it's just not true. Oh, of course, there were more guys. I should have known. Am I good now? Am I okay now? Let's get moving. The nav point marks our target.
You know what? I'll say that one's my bad for forgetting which way the Banshee comes out at.
Wait, we should commandeer one of those banshees. We'll need it to reach the pulse generator in time. Good. Let's get moving.
Yeah, I know. You already told me that.
The pulse generator's energy stream. I've adjusted your shield system so that it will deliver an EMP burst to the... Objective accomplished. The pulse generator has overloaded. Scanning. The generator's central core is offline. Well done. The second pulse generator is located in the adjacent canyon. Move out and I'll mark the target with a nav point when we get closer.
Am I forgetting what the word adjacent means? Adjacent canyon. Fucking where? Oh, this one's lower. It's not a canyon, you stupid bitch. It's called a bridge. And it's also barely adjacent. When I think adjacent, I think like angles. Just say the canyon below this one. Oh, you. Did he run? The fuck off! Half the time grenades feel fucking useless in this game. Because the enemies dodge out of the way of them anyway. Or at least the only enemies I would actually want to kill with a grenade. No shotgun ammo left, so I gotta pick that up off of someone. Or pick a new weapon off of someone. Everyone here uses a fucking plasma pistol for some goddamn reason. I guess I'm going down then. Remember when we were in like 50 billion of these rooms not that long ago? That wasn't fun. Where's my music? What fucking happened? I don't know why the arrows are all pointed in reverse here. This isn't the way I came from. So why are the arrows pointing out? Oh, is it because this is just the same area as before but backwards? Is it because we're literally going to the exact same map again? Because if so, that's fucking ridiculous. And incredibly lazy. Y'all made a whole ass anniversary version to try and fix things about the misdirection of the original. I say misdirection, but it's a little bit overkill. Just the wonky direction the original has, where it's a little bit hard to tell where to go sometimes. Y'all put the arrows down for that reason, but then you fuck up the arrows. Like, did y'all just not try? I like the Master Shit collection. I remember this room like it was yesterday. No, that's the way I came in through. Because I came in here and I was like, ooh, stairs. Maybe that would go somewhere important. And the answer was, nope. What the fuck are you talking about? Does anything ever go anywhere important in this goddamn game? I suppose just a random hole. Not even sure why you would put that there. It seems like a waste of space, really. Oh, I hear you. Did you guys materialize behind me? Where'd you fucking even come from? This simple game is draining your sanity away somehow. It's not even draining my sanity, it's just draining my will to play. Because this is pointless. It's boring. And that's one of the worst things a game can be. I often wonder to myself when it comes to media, what's worse? A piece of bad media or a piece of boring media? But, you know, like most pieces of media, it's dependent on which media you're talking about. When it comes to movies and shows, chances are that it's better if it's bad than boring, because if it's bad, then you can talk about it, and if it's boring, then, you know, you just don't really have anything. But the more I think about it, it's actually more dependent on the genre itself, at least in terms of shows and the like. Because, what's it? One of my favorite shows of all time is Tenkai Nights. Not because it's like atrociously bad or anything. It's just really boring. When I rewatched that show, I rewatched the majority of it while doing homework. Because it is, as far as I can remember, the only show I've ever been able to watch while doing something else that required, like, critical thinking. Or language thinking, rather. Because, like, I can't write an essay while I'm watching a TV show. It doesn't work out. I can't take in information and parse information at the same time. I feel like parse was maybe not the right word to use there, but you get what I'm trying to say. Well, Tenkai Nights, it was easy. And just mostly because, not because the show's bad, but because it's really boring. It's a pretty whatever show. But the things that make that show, you know, as interesting as it is, the thing that make Tenkai Nights the things that make Tenkai Nights the boring anomaly that it is, are part of what I love about the show. And so in that case, which also kind of goes against what I said earlier. Because earlier I said genre, but Tenkai Nights is the fucking genre show. But so yeah, in that case, I'd rather Tenkai Nights be boring than be bad. I've watched the entirety of Tenkai Nights over twice. It is a 52 episode long show that is boring as sin, and I've watched it twice, which is more than I've watched most of my favorite shows. And so yeah, I'd rather Tenkai Nights be boring. Like, for a comedy... no, comedy, same goes for comedy too. I'd rather watch a boring comedy than a bad one. Because you've probably heard some people say it before, but a bad comedy is like a pain to get through. Because a bad comedy is just like bad jokes. You're sitting there and it's a worthless experience. Ah, of course, classic Banshee shooting at me from across the map where I can't get them. Love that one. It's one of my favorites, frankly. But with a boring comedy, they're mostly just like whatever movies. Like, Horrible Bosses is a whatever comedy. Same goes for like Step Brothers, which I'm sure a lot of people disagree with. I know that Step Brothers gets a lot of hate, but I think that movie's just like whatever. It's not offensive enough to be like, oh yeah, that movie sucks. Who's shooting rockets? Because I don't want to fucking... It's not that bullshit. Okay, there it was. I wasn't that asshole shooting at the Banshee. Tired as fuck, gonna sleep with the game man. See you, Rian. Like, there's no music here. What is the what is the intended response to this part of the game? Is this a glitch or something? There's no way that they didn't set the music to just fucking loop. Music flows and another. That's not the trash are looping bizarre intervals. Some people are saying that the music is looping just weirdly. No, the music isn't looping at all. There's nothing. I paused and unpaused, so I very well might be going the wrong direction, which would be fucking awful to find out. God damn it. Also, yeah, looking at the visuals of the bullets hitting the walls here, it makes you think that bullets aren't quite, or it makes you think that this circle does represent the radius of like bullet spread. But if that's the case, then this game's actually fucking bullshit because, what's it? Because just saying, hey, your shots will land anywhere in this general area is fucking stupid. The entire reason modern games do it the way they do is because you represent to the player, hey, this is where you'll hit, you know, with a perfect shot, assuming you're standing perfectly still. But then things will actually get worse if you start moving, or if you're getting hit, or if you just have a shotgun that inherently has a pretty wild bullet spread. As opposed to, hey, here's an assault rifle. It can hit anywhere in this massive fucking circle. Good luck. Where'd that boomer just go? I just saw him. Don't pretend like he doesn't exist. I'm not trying to get jump scared by him and lose all my fucking health. Ooh, shotgun ammo. That's nice. Got it oh so bad. Be a person so sad. Like shit, I'm just gonna turn on my own music at this point then. Fucking like what is going on? What else do I got here? Oh yeah, I'll take that. This sounds like Metal Gear music. It's from some fucking fighter playing game. Project Wingman. That opening sounded like a Metal Gear song. It's only a few notes away from dun 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 dun. Oh, what? Oh. That's annoying. I'm just kind of obnoxious, really. Why is the second generator so much farther into the space than the other one was? This game has no fucking sense of pacing. Like, holy shit. Everything takes way longer than the game wants you to think it takes. It's like, quickly, Master Chief. We must go to both the generators so that we can buy ourselves some time. Because I'm still not over that bullshit. Don't get it twisted. But now we're sitting here going through hallways for fucking God knows how long.
Okay, let's take care of the next pulse generator.
Woo! We're finally here! Yeah, bitch. How was I supposed to avoid that? Master Chief can't fucking run.
Okay, let's take care of the next pulse generator.
Like, holy shit, I'm pretty sure Captain America runs faster than this. Slowest super soldier in the goddamn world. Make it make sense. Can't Banshees boost with the fucking... Space, maybe? Nope, nothing. Am I supposed to steal the Banshee from that guy? Because I don't think hijacking exists in this game, and even if it does, it sure don't work. Because I done tried it before. Are you fucking kidding me? Whatever. We're coming up on 2 hours, so, I don't know. This game just might not get... Alright, smart guy. What do you have to get on the right side? But yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours, which means, unless the next 2 stages are like 3 minutes long, yeah, this game is not getting finished. Probably not on, or no, definitely not on stream. Maybe not ever. No fucking way, these piss baby... All over nothing. All over nothing. I just can't lose my pride all over nothing. All over nothing. Fuck. Again, for as much shit as I give Doom Eternal, that game has some pretty good arenas. This game, however, does not have that thing I just said. All the arenas suck. The main vector for which you spend fighting aliens suck dick. They're either too open or too cramped. From my heart. Ah, okay. Just a bunch of shitters left. I just can't lose my pride all over nothing. Of course there's a third one. Why wouldn't there be? Is that a fucking rocket launcher? Where'd they get that shit from?
That did it. Fuel generator overloaded. One more.
Like, they come at me from both sides! This isn't a fucking... This isn't how you design a fucking game with overshields! Oh my god.
That did it. Fuel generator overloaded. One more to go.
Let me up! Oh my, I hate this. I hate this!
Located at the Nevada. She put down 1,200 kilometers of spin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. The systems on the Halo armor have been even I can't go fly without authorization from Captain. We need to find all his neural implants to start the fusion vortex. That tunnel leads to the next sector of connection. The final touchdown order we need to deploy is through there.
Alright. It might not be true, but I feel pretty confident in saying this is the most boring game I've ever played in my life. There are things that bore me in games such as Octopath Traveler. There's no fucking way that I... Whatever. Whatever. But there are no... Not no. There are very few games as a whole that truly bore me as much as this game does. Fucking, why does he have a rocket launcher? No ammo. I just don't want to fight all those guys. It's so boring. I think I'll just pass, if you don't mind. Though I noticed there's a ghost, or, yeah, a ghost there, so I think I'll take that. Too, how thoughtful. I sure do love how my bullets are both hit scan and insanely inaccurate. Am I going that way or am I going this way? That's a wall. I can make that. God damn, I just did so much damage. No, move! Chief, Jesus. God damn, bro. Fucking Jesus Christ. There's like a goddamn eternity to charge. Are these guys also infinitely spawning or what? Am I wasting my time or?
Final target neutralized. Let's get out of here.
How long was that supposed to take me? I don't know my handy dandy. It's supposed to be like 30 minutes. Which might be somewhat accurate to how long it actually took. And then it's 15 minutes and then 30 minutes. Yeah, no, I'm just. I don't want to do the rest. At least not on stream. There's still like an hour left in this game. I don't want to do it. At least not now. Especially since we're back in here. Yeah, this is not happening on stream. Sorry to say. Oh my god. Dude, this shit sucks. It just sucks.